How you doing? Sean Guthrie. How you doing? How you doing? All right, all right. How y'all doing? Everybody up? How you doing? What I want to impress upon you is that everybody has their different backgrounds. Everybody has their different cultures. Now, as I was playing the music, giving people dap, I seen different levels of comfortability. People were comfortable on different levels. Some people were like, yeah, all right, yeah. But some people were like, okay, all right. All right? And that's okay. That's how your classrooms are going to be. Some kids are going to be very comfortable in the academic arena. They're going to come in there with confidence. They're going to have their academic swag. They know that culture. And some kids, it's going to be unfamiliar to them. They're going to feel a little less confident. Because to be honest, I grew up in Miami where football was big. All right, football was my life. I played football. I was privileged enough to earn a full scholarship playing football at BC. I became team captain. I played for the New York Giants, played for the Colts, I played for the Redskins. But all of that happened right here in my mind. I traveled to those places. I became that person in my mind. I want you to see that you and your students are awesome. Okay, that you guys are awesome. Because you got to have confidence. You see how that song is like a soundtrack in my head sometimes. When I step into a classroom, I'm like, here I go. The man right here. You have to have a comment. Whatever your soundtrack is, whatever your song is, you better be playing it in your head. Because those kids can smell when you're scared. And if you're scared, they'll eat you up alive. So you gotta have confidence. Alright, whatever your soundtrack is, whatever it is, whatever that makes you feel confident. You know, if it's all about that bass. It's that bass. Whatever it is, you got to step into that classroom and have a certain level of confidence and come with who you are. Come with your culture. Don't be fake. They know that too. All right, whatever your culture is, don't feel like, because I'm from the suburbs or because I'm from a wealthier community or from whatever, I'm not going to connect to kids. That can anybody, doesn't matter, black, white, Hispanic, they connect with real. If you're real, they're going to connect. I've seen teachers that are corny as hell, but that's who they are, and the kids love it. Because they're just real in their corniness. Like, hey, I'm corny, I'm going to give you corny jokes, and you're going to like it or you don't like it, I don't care. All right, I'm here to teach. So that's what you got to bring, your genuine culture. Okay? So see that you and your students are awesome. You will be motivated to take actions towards your vision and help your students to do the same. If you don't have a vision, if you can't go somewhere in your brain, how the hell are you going to help somebody else to do the same? You've got to constantly push yourself to the next level of where you want to go and who you want to be. Too many teachers step into the profession like, oh, I got in this profession, I'm not going to make any money, I'm not going to do this, but hey, I love the kids. No! You can do anything you choose to do if you do it with your all. If you push yourself, if you develop your brain, you develop your skills, there are opportunities, there are millionaire teachers, right? But you got to push yourself and inspire yourself so that could translate over to your student. Because too many times, let me just give you this example. All right, sometimes something just inspires you, just got to go with it. All right? So, I've seen it too many times. Teachers, whoever, pastors, businessmen I've dealt with, athletes, oh, sorry. All right, this is you. You come into the school year. All right, you pour out a little bit of yourself.
Yes.
No, it's not going to pour out. Well, you got to suck it out. This is a cup. You pour out a little bit of yourself. Okay? Pour it out a little bit of yourself. You pour out a little bit of yourself, and you get to the point where you just got nothing left to give. How do you sustain that level where you got more to give? Vision, inspiration. But if you're not inspired, if you don't have your own personal goals, your own personal vision you have for yourself, eventually you're going to be tapped. and you're going to do what you call burnt out. All right? So, I want you guys, I want you guys to be molded. I'm going to have you guys mold your clay. All right? Everyone has clay here. Okay? So, for the next 3-4 minutes, and this isn't about who's the best artist. All right? This is just about you molding the clay in whatever shape, whatever image you have for yourself for a couple minutes, and then we're going to talk about it. So go ahead and you guys can get started. You're just quietly doing it amongst yourself. Don't let anybody else.
Oh, she already got to work.
Not ask about how you do this. Just off your natural instinct, just go ahead and mold that clay. And I will leave it as you do it. So Kelly, what do you have there? Even though everybody can't see it, that you could describe it.
I can't move it because the table is the foundation of it. But I'm from Florida as well, so I made a sun because the happiest I am is when I'm in the sun. I love going to the beach, and it's like a source of optimism for me. Like I'm miserable when it's raining. Like I'm so sad, and I'm always like, it's gonna pass. These days have to happen so the sun can come back. And I'm very, that's true, like I'm very optimistic, and I always try to like remember, like even when you're going through bad times, like it'll get better, and the sun to me envision that.
Now, yeah, give it up. Alright, so sun is in your mind, and you start, you think, alright, I'm gonna do a sun, it's fairly easy, it represents me, and you know, so then what do? Even though it might be obvious to everybody, what did you physically do once you had the idea?
Well, I started playing with clay. I made a circle part, and then I needed to figure out, I wanted to be able to move it, but I just made the little triangles for the rays, instead of like, I don't know, if you've drawn a sun before, it's normally like a circle, and it's kind of, so I made little triangles.
So it wasn't a random process. You had an idea, and then you started to mold it and create what you had in your head. All right, excellent. All right, now, the next thing I want you to do, all right, that I want to kind of tie together with this, all right? I want you to go through some, just some quiet reflecting time, all right? What's your vision, all right? I'm going to leave it broad. Okay, vision, that's a big thing. Whatever you want to hone it in on, that's why I don't want to constrict you in any type of way. I want you to think about what is your vision. What kind of, what pushes, what brings you here? Why are you even in this process of going to the Donovan program? What kind of like your ultimate vision for yourself? Okay, so I just want you to ponder upon it. I'll just call on a couple people to share out what their vision is, but I'm just going to give you some quiet time to just think about the vision, and not only just think about it, because this was very powerful. I just stumbled upon this when I was 13 years old, all right, and I didn't realize what I was doing till later on. You start learning about psychology and all these things. I stumbled upon this thing that if I could think about something, if I could focus on something, and I could push toward it, it could actually come. It was like magic, like something in my head. If I thought about it and I pushed toward it, it could actually come into reality. It's like a magic trick. All right, so I want you guys to think about it as a movie, because I would see it like a movie. Like I would see myself going on that field on TV, playing football. It was so real to me. All right, and I'll tell you a little secret. The brain has it's hard for the brain to distinguish between a vivid imagination and reality. If you don't believe it, talk to anybody with a phobia, okay? If you have a vivid imagination that this little insect that's this big that you can step on is gonna somehow kill you as a threat to you, no matter how much somebody tells you, you can just step on it so little, it doesn't matter. In their mind, their brain has a vivid imagination. This is a threat, so it's a threat to them. On the flip side, if you have a vivid imagination of the possibilities that you can achieve, if you have a vivid imagination of what you can do, your brain doesn't really know the difference, and you'll start to act and move and talk in a certain way that will push you towards what you have up here.